Hey, what's up? We're back with another video. In this video, we're going to be going strictly over our settings. This is what I use in every gameplay that you see, and that's based off my controller settings and my graphics settings. This is a highly requested video, so we're going to go ahead and do it. For our controller, I use a standard PS5 controller. I do not use a Scuff. I do not use a Battle Beaver. I don't use anything. I just use the basic PS5 stuff. So for overall controller sensitivity, I use a 7.7. I lowered that from a 10.7 because I was playing rank play and I got used to 7.7. Biggest device, do not change your sensitivity. Whatever you're comfortable with. If you want to up it, if it's anything lower than a 7, try to up it. If you don't, or if you do that and you don't like it, just go back to your regular sensitivity. Don't base your sensitivity based on somebody else. One big thing that I do want to go over is the button layout. Again, I don't use a Scuff, a Battle Beaver, nothing special. I use the default stuff, but I do change my button layout to stick and move. I did this back in, I believe, Black Ops 3 with the advanced movement. What it does is it allows you to jump with your R3 button, so that's why you're seeing me jump a lot in my gameplays. So all I do is have to hit the analog stick, I'm jumping. Only downfall is the crouch and prone, the slide is circle, so you do have to take off your thumb to do so. Another thing is I play flipped. I use my L1, R1 triggers to shoot simply because they're more responsive than the L2 and R2. That slight millisecond will help you win gunfights. If you want to go into the dead zones, if your controller is drifting left or right, you want to up that. So I have a slight drift to my right, so I up that a little bit. For gameplay, you want to turn all motion blur off. Blind fire, all this stuff is kind of really irrelevant. Big thing I want to go over is auto tac sprint. If you don't know what that is, you're going to be, all you do is have to press, or you don't have to press at all. You just move your analog stick forward, and you're going to sprint. You don't have to kill your joysticks and constantly hit the button if that's not off, or if that is on. For slide behavior, you want to press on tap, so that's why you see me slide cancel a lot. Super easy. If you put hold, it's going to be super inconsistent with your slide cancels. If we hop into our graphics, I do want to point out field of view. This is probably the biggest thing that I notice, especially when I go into some of the streams that I'm sub to. A lot of people aren't using their FOV. So anything over a 105 on console, you will lose aim assist. Or on controller, excuse me. You will lose aim assist after 105. I use a 103 just because I'm comfortable with it. I think in Cold War I use a 105. Another thing is your ADS field of view. So a lot of people are running their field of view affected or excuse me, independent. So what that does is it makes it zoom in when you scope in. If you keep it at affected, you don't have that. So you're going to constantly see your field of view at 103 or whatever you decide to put that on. For camera movement, you want that on 50% as least as it can be. Motion blur you want off. You want all this stuff off so it makes the gameplay look more consistent. Depth of field, you don't want that on. I don't even know what it is, I'll be honest. And then on demand texturing, you want that off. It's just gonna save space on your console. For audio, I just use the basic stuff. I don't even know if I've even changed this. I think this is all default interface. Don't need to see that, and I'm not going to go into my account stuff. I hope this helps. A lot of people have been requesting it, but this is what I use for my gameplays. But I appreciate all the support. Stay tuned today. Today is a double upload. We're going to be using the automaton, and we're dropping a couple nukes. But I appreciate all the support, guys. Deuces.